Hi guys. So today we are starting new series in Golang. So this is about Go basics. So this video series will cover all about Go basic. Okay, from data types to control structures to function to interface, error, basic concurrency, and so that we cover all the basic Go basic, and so then we can go to the broader topics, how to make more complex projects in the Go. Okay, so we are starting with the data types. So in this video we will talk about basic data type, and the next video will cover composite types. So it will become a longer video. That's why I have divided into two parts. One is basic data types, which contains integer, float, string, boolean, complex number, byte, rune. Okay, so now we will start writing a code, and we will see all the data types, what are those, and how we write code for that. Let's start writing the code. Okay, so let's write a code. So to start writing a code, we need a basic requirement, this main.go, and in a code we need a package which name is main and function main. Okay, okay. So we start with the integer data type, and integer data type. So to define any variable in Golang, so there are two methods we can do. One is you define var, and you then define the variable name, and then that type, and then you assign value to it. Okay, and as this is giving an error, that means that we are not using it, so we'll use it. And print ln, and then we'll save it, and then we will run it. Okay, so one way is this. Other way is that even you can define a variable like this. Well, 1 and 13, and it will automatically identify that this is a integer type value. Okay, okay, we got me. So for integer type, so you have a lot of variant in Golang. That is, you can do int 8 and int 16 and int 32. Okay, and int 64. Okay, what is the difference between all this? Okay, so as you always know, in every language it's the same thing for all languages. Okay, so if I say int 8, so it ranges from minus 2 to power 7 to 2 to power 7 minus 1. So in that case, so in if I'm saying int 8, to what I'm saying is that from minus 128 I can write minus 127. So if I take an example, what you can see is that int 8 value, okay, int 8, okay, and then what you can do is that you can write 128. So you see, in 128 it will just tell you that this is not part of that int 8. If you write 127, it will be part of it. Okay, this is same for all those variants. So this all are like that. But by default, if you're writing something like int, okay, it takes either int 32 and int 64. It depends on the which environment you are. So let's say earlier days in Windows used to come in 32, and now it is 64. It depends on your platform. It will take that version. Okay, port one now. So For float, we have again two variant in float. So here what we do is that, let's say if I'm defining float variable, so I write float value, and then, so there are two variants, so I have to write float 32. Okay, and then I can write this fmt dot print then float value. Okay, so now again, okay, you say that it's printing f, so what I will do, I can do something like this. G. So G just tell that what is the exact float value it is. It will just convert into that only. Let me do this one. Okay. So G tell print up to the precision. Okay. So same way for 64 we write 64. Only difference is that it has to do with the range only. It has to do with that how much precision of decimal uh, you can take for float 64 or 432. Okay. Okay, let's start with another data type now. So that is called string. String is very simple data type. When you're so let's say you are writing var string str value. Oh, then you define it, hello, okay, fmt, and then you can do str value. You will see that I will be able to print str print. Okay, so string is like that only, so no variation. So yeah, you can put as much string here up to the limit, and you just print it, and you can use this string in other, so string you can just do like this in every language you do enough. You can do concatenation like this, so it's like any other languages. So this is all here. Okay, so up to now what we have covered, if we see, we have covered integer, then we have covered float, then we have covered string. Okay, so what's left here now? So now what's left is that complex. Okay, 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 and this byte. Let's talk about complex first, then we will talk about rune and byte. Complex is again again is the data type. So when you do var comp value, okay. So now what is the complex? If you have seen in math, so let's say you write imaginary number. So you write like this 1.5 point I, okay, and then you do fmt and then com value. Now you will see it will print you the complex variable. So this is needed when you are doing mathematical calculations. I don't think any need is going on this deeper. When we work on mathematical calculation, we will understand this one automatically. So just to tell you that complex is also a type in Golang. Okay. So now comes the two other data types. What are these? Okay, this rain looks very new to you from any other languages. Okay, so for the rain, so let's write value. Okay, and then so what it takes, rain only takes one character only. Okay, and rain and byte are quite similar. Okay, what happens internally? I will tell you. So you have heard about ASCII notation, okay, and Unicode notation in computer science, okay. So in rain, what we do is that rain is used for Unicode saving, okay, and internally it use int32, okay, and for byte, what we use, byte is used for ASCII notations saving, okay. So this is the main idea of rain and this one. So and if you're new to this one, you can imagine, okay, Unicode covers all the language in the world, which you can say all the symbols, those symbols, okay. Let me write down this one. If I write A, and you will see it will just print you that FMT. If you print you, if you it will print you a numeric value of it, which it saves as in Unicode. Okay, you see, when you check in Google, what is the Unicode value of A? Okay, it will print you 65. Okay, as the same way you can this can contain any language, like English, like French, like Chinese, different languages inside it. Okay, so now byte is a little byte is ASCII, which is ASCII is a smaller thing of Unicode. It only contain 128 character as per mine, as I know. Okay. So for byte, it's the same process. You do then byte value, and then you do byte, and this also contain character. Okay, will print B. So this will print this will print the ASCII value of B. Okay. Okay. So you see this one B. So one more thing is there. Okay. So if you write like this, something like this, if you write this like this, because we can define variable like this also, no? So if you define like this, so by default, Golang convert into the data type, no? So this will by default convert into the range. Okay. So just to understand that you when you are writing this one, you just if you are writing byte, you specify byte. Okay. So this is all about all basic types of data type. Okay. Yeah. In next video we will cover complex data type. Up to then, thank you. Thank you.